Hello everyone, welcome to the new session. In this video, we will discuss about teams. In BAW, teams are group of users who work on a similar task. Teams can be defined two types. One is static teams or a dynamic teams. Okay, and we can manage these teams in the runtime environment. So whenever we have a process created and running in the production, dynamically we can add a users or remove the users from the process admin console. Okay, so either we can use the process admin console to manage these teams, or so we have a REST API testers, which will help us to manage the teams. Uh, so example, we have a business scenario. So in the bank, we have a bank manager, advisor, and a processor or verifier. So these people are a group of peoples. So internally, we will be forming the teams. Okay, these are the people. They will work on certain activities. So example, in the front end, we have advisors. So they will be receiving the application, and in the back end, we have a processing teams. So they will process the data. So after processing data, so the manager there are group of managers. They will be working on a specific task to approve the request which are received from the customers. Okay. Suppose that we have one more team. So they will notify the customer saying that your request has been completed. So these are the group of people. They will be working on certain activities. So in that case, what we will do? So for advisor, we will be creating a team, and inside that, so we will whoever working as advisor, they will be added inside the advisor team. Similar way processing the data, so the processing users will be added under the processor team. Okay, and under the managers, so managers it might be a different teams, so they will be managing the teams, multiple teams. So in that case, multiple managers team will be creating it. So inside that respected manager will be get added. Okay. So the final one is the completion of the request. So they will notify the customer side backend team. Again, for that also we can create a separate team, and we can manage the users inside that team. These are post these teams creation. So these teams we will use in the business process. Okay. So in the process level, so we will be having activities. So under the activities, example in this scenario, so we have a advisor team. They will be taking a request from the requester. So in that case, so we will be having an activity called advisor activity. So for that activity, advisor team will be assigned. Similar way for manager approval activity, so we will assign the manager teams. Okay. Uh, these teams we can manage dynamically in the production. So we can add the users, we can add the groups or remove the groups, those kind of flexibility we have. So those kind of activity we can manage by using a process admin console. So we will discuss uh, in detail of process admin console in the coming videos. Okay. Quickly, we will create a teams. So just I can click here plus button, then team. Um, so then I'll mention as advisor team. Okay. So is the first team. I'm creating it as advisor team. When you finish it, right? So this advisor team will get open. So under the advisor team, so you can add the users or you can add the groups. Okay. So groups again, for example, you have under the advisors, so you have a multiple groups. Okay. Under the advisor team, one advisor will work on the trust account. Two advisor they will work on a market account. So in that case, so internally we will be having a separate teams. So for that again we will create a groups. Okay. So So here is in that such scenarios, you can create a separate groups and you can add inside this advisor team. Okay. Or if you want to add an individual users, then you can click on plus button here. So here the list will get pop up. So just you can search with the name. Okay. Or you can search with the user IDs. So I'll just add one of them. Okay. And again, similar way, we will be having a by default created groups here. Similar way, you will be creating your own groups by using process admin console and you will add it here. So here we have a developer is a group created, so I'll add it here. So either you can add a, a group or a users. So these users or groups you can change it in the environment wise. Suppose your code has been deployed to test environment, you can create your own set of groups and user and add those users or groups inside the teams. Okay, and similar way in the production as well, you can change it. Okay, okay. And if you see here, we have this option called specify the member by using. Okay, so whenever you keep this users or group, then this type of team is mentioned is considered as a static team. Okay, but if you want to create dynamically dynamic team in the production or in the runtime environment, then you can use this service. Okay, in the service you can create a service at you can create your own service um, where you will be maintaining the logic to create a teams in the production. um, okay, just you can select new, then you mention like dynamic team service. Then inside this service, you can manage the logic. So when you need to create a dynamic team, okay, those all logics you will be writing under the team retrieval service, and and you will use this team in the process level. Okay, so whenever that logic is satisfied, then then what happens? The dynamic team will be get created. Okay, so with the name example here we have a name called so this advisor team. So with the name of advisor team, the team will be got created. And again, the next time whenever you are running the come across the same logic, then again the advisor team one, okay, the new team, the same with the same name, new team will be get created. Okay, it's in the production. So every time whenever your logic is getting satisfied, then dynamically will be creating a team. Okay, so that's about dynamic team whenever you select as a service. Okay, so that's all about this video. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your time. Uh, See you in the next video.